It's been a jam-packed week on the campaign trail, with politicians on all sides rolling up their sleeves and getting involved in the mudslinging. Rishi Sunak revealed his controversial Nando's order included a side of broccoli.
Half chicken, medium, chips and broccoli.
Ed Davey got a fine for speeding on the motorway. And Keir Starmer was told by a pensioner that he was a lot more handsome in real life. If you haven't been able to catch up, here's what you might have missed. Nigel Farage, who said just 2 weeks ago that he would not be running in the general election, shocked Westminster when he made a dramatic U-turn. He announced to supporters in an emergency press conference that he would be both taking over the role of Leader of Reform from Richard Tice and standing to be an MP for the 8th time in Clacton. His rally on the beachside resort attracted hundreds of supporters.
Without Clacton, Brexit would not have happened, so thank you, Clacton.
But what we need is to reactivate a people's army. A people's army against the establishment. A people's army who want to get this country back on track. And I promise I will do my best. Thank you.
But then he had a banana milkshake thrown in his face, and 2 have been arrested for that incident. The first head-to-head debate took place between Keir Starmer and Rishi Sunak live on ITV, and both men traded barbs over immigration, the NHS, climate change, and it got very personal between the pair too. Rishi Sunak hit out at Keir Starmer over his record as a human rights lawyer, and Keir Starmer accused him of betting against the country when he worked as a hedge fund manager during the financial crisis. But the real row of the night was over taxes. The Prime Minister claimed Labour would hike them by £2,000 if they won. Starmer called that garbage. And it was the Prime Minister's claim that his analysis was done by independent civil servants that really landed him in hot water.
But I've looked at the document you're talking about. The thing that both you and the Prime Minister have said is independent analysis. It's published by the Treasury, and what it says that the figures it's based on are heavily influenced and driven by Conservative special advisors. It's not independent at all. It's party political propaganda
I disagree.
that the Prime Minister and you are claiming is independent.
Okay. I mean, you can argue about people's biases and so on. The facts are the facts. The Prime Minister's not going to come out with things that are biased in that way. He is straight. If you want to see bias, right, go and look at the Labour dossier, which basically calculates policies that haven't been announced. So I think, let's bear things in reality.
Johnny, it's not bias.
He was given the chance. The bottom line is he was given a chance.
It's not bias. But this matters. This matters. This matters because hold on. It matters because the Prime Minister claimed this was independent analysis. I've checked the analysis. The Treasury say this: the nature of this costing is uncertain and is driven by assumptions provided by special advisors. Special advisors are Conservative Party employees. It's not independent analysis, and it was false for Rishi Sunak to claim it was, isn't it?
It's our turn, isn't it? We're live on BBC News.
Yeah, it's our turn. I've got to go, but listen, I don't think we can question Prime Minister's integrity like that. Thanks very much.
Labour has accused him of lying and say that he has broken the ministerial code.
Did he lie, in your view?
Yeah, I'm afraid he did. We really are trying to make sure that we're being responsible about the promises that we're making, and we're being clear about where we get the money from. And we just get this desperate government just floundering around, just trying to throw dirt at us.
Campaigns took a bit of a back seat as political parties took a pause to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings, but that prompted a fresh round of offerings on how best to help veterans. Labour promised an armed forces SAR and a triple lock on defence. The Tories vowed to cut the price of their veterans' rail cards and extended tax breaks for firms who hire veterans.
But these promises were completely overshadowed when it emerged the Prime Minister had left some of the D-Day commemorations early to come back to the UK and do a TV interview. That sparked a huge backlash from many, and some accused him of betraying veterans.
There's only one way to go about this. It's impossible. It's indefensible, isn't it?
My blood is boiling. I'm just absolutely livid. This man has shown he's not got red, white and blue running through his veins. He's shown total disrespect to all our veterans, the ones that are still alive, and he's an embarrassment to our country today.
He has got other things to do. I mean, come on. If a nuclear bomb comes in, do you expect him...
Hold on. It wasn't a threat to national security. I absolutely agree. It was to record a TV interview, John.
Yeah, look. he's over there. There's a lot of hours in the day there. It's not like he's not there. He has attended events there.
Meanwhile, Lib Dem boss Ed Davey took a break from splashing around in dirty rivers, and instead he's opened up in a very personal interview about his life before politics and taking care of his disabled son.
What does a typical day look like for you, Ed?
It's busy. A lot depends on what carer help we've got, but I'm always involved in John's care.
The Green Party have launched their plans for a £50 billion boost to the NHS and social care, and, thankfully for meat and dairy lovers, they've dropped their plans for rationing them in a bid to save the planet. Another week on the campaign trail over. It's been absolutely jam-packed with action, and I'm sure next week we'll have more to come.